I just realized we just talked about COVID, recent affairs, colleges, but our listeners don't really know who we are. They just know us as the hosts of the show. Don't you think we should introduce ourselves and tell them a bit about ourselves, background, even though it's season one late?
Yeah, that makes complete sense. I don't know why we didn't do that in the beginning of the first season. Well, okay, fine. Anyways, that's a mystery, but let me start with my introduction first. So, I'm Akriti Napal, I'm 17, and I just graduated IB. I'm on a gap year like Arya is, and talking about my interests. Well, I like watching Turkish shows. In fact, I've learned the language a bit too. Not well, but still I can understand it. And about my other interests. I like listening to music, just playing board games, and learning about different cultures and just, relaxing. Yeah, that's about it. How about you, Arya?
I'm Arya, obviously. I'm Arya Bashal, and I very much love listening to indie music. And I'm very fascinated about crime shows, and I love listening to podcasts related to crime and murder. I'm not a psychopath though. And how do we have so much time already? As Akriti mentioned, we both are IB graduate and we're taking a gap year right now. So let's talk about IB, which I can finally pronounce well. Okay, International Baccalaureate. Am I correct?
It is International Baccalaureate. Yeah, fancy name for high school. Well,
Is an international 2 year high school program, and it's very rigorous.
very rigorous.
This program was founded in Switzerland.
Well, yeah, whatever you just heard till now, a rigorous program founded in Switzerland. Yeah, that's the dictionary definition. Trust me, I heard the word rigorous so many times, but it's way more complex than that definition you just heard. Trust me on this, really.
Yeah, too many stuffs going around. And if you are planning to take IB, then students need to choose three HLs and three SLs. They at least need to take three HLs at least.
Oh yeah, and Arya, why are you talking about that? I just remembered. You remember some people take four. I mean, yeah, I highly do not recommend it. Four HLs. And in our school, a student tried to take four HLs in our school, and she was just immediately shut down by the administration. You remember that?
Well, I guess it's not a bad thing considering it would be tough, especially with her combination. She had physics, chem. Wow.
Well, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Also, students taking HL need to study in depth for the subject they picked, whereas SL students do not need to. So I tell you to pick your subjects wisely. Just a little information. It's 150 hour for HL and 120 hour for SL. So HL 30 hours plus however many hours you decide to do homework, assignment, project, and actually study on top of all your other subjects and core requirement, but that's just for IB. You will still have to think about your personal life.
Yeah, that's tough. But it's manageable. Yeah, somehow, yeah, it could be manageable. Just, you have to plan it well, that's all.
No social life, honestly. And in IB programs, you need to complete their IA's internal assessment for all the subjects, which will be judged internationally, graded internally by your own teachers. Then the grade will be externally moderated, which basically means impress your teacher because they will be giving your marks, and someone somewhere else in the world will be rechecking the grade. For English literature, students who are taking HL need to give both internal orals and HL essay. So glad I did not take English HL. I hate English. I would not say I hate English, but I highly despise English. Eh.
Well, you're glad? We're glad you didn't
Yeah.
take HL. Oh my god. I mean, I cannot personally relate to that because, well, for me, it would have been better if I'd taken HL. It's just something that I think would be true. I just messed up my orals, and guess what? They were like 45% of the grade. So, oh my god. But, anyways, if I'd taken HL, maybe, maybe the HL essay in which I would have help from my teacher would have saved me. Not saved me, but just made my grade a bit better. But, yeah, sadly, that didn't happen.
Ugh, I can't. Also, we need to complete like three components to get our IB diploma, like which are like very, very important. If you fail, like you'll not get your diploma. Those components are EE, external essay, TOK, theory of knowledge, and CAS. I still cannot pronounce it. Creativity, activity, and service.
Finally, the holy grail, the core component. Yeah, anyways,
And the EE, the extended essay, which is basically a research paper in which students have to select the research topic and need to research on a specific topic for the subject they pick. This is a 4,000 word essay. 4,000. Remember.
this gave us insomnia. Like, literally, we worked on it for so long.
Yeah, hashtag no sleep. And TOK, theory of knowledge. We need to give a presentation like which is like literally boring and write a 1500 word essay. TOK is basically no, not my vibe at all.
And yeah, well, in TOK, we question everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. And although, I guess the testing standards or the evaluations have changed from this year, but still, it is so confusing.
I know, right? I remember one of the first things they asked us in TOK was, "What's the color of the chair?" or something, and we said blue, and it was blue. But then you know what they asked? They asked us, how do we know the color is blue? What? We were stunned. Then, if that was not enough, they started explaining in detail about our Irish pupils and if we could trust it and if we could trust ourselves and if we could trust anything. In short, I despised you. Okay, it sounds like some kind of joke, but honestly, I'm not kidding. These kind of stuff makes zero sense.
I would have to disagree with that. I mean, it sounded kind of weird with the story you told. I mean, literally at that time, I was like, what are they talking about? It is blue. But, anyways, but these kind of stuff actually makes sense after 2 years in TOK. Well,
Maybe
yeah,
for you.
maybe. But, yeah.
All I'm saying is prepare to be stumped.
Okay, sure, whatever you say. And well, we've babbled on about the E and TOK, but we still have one more core component to talk about. Gas, which, yeah, well, gas, creativity, activity, and service. So I believe we have to do 150 hours total of gas. I mean, it's presumed 50 for creativity, 50 for activity, and 50 for service, but I don't think there is a general rule about that. It's just 150 hours total. And yeah, I mean, gas was interesting for me. I mean, it was one time we actually got to do work that was not the work, but just interesting stuff. How was it for you, Arya?
CAS or cash, I don't know. I still cannot pronounce it. It might be fun one day and other days it's like awfully exhausting. Like too many activities to be involved in. Hiking especially.
I don't know how you could pronounce gas wrong. You always say cash. It just really surprises me.
Gas, oh, am I correct? I don't think so.
Yeah, you've gotten better at it and you can actually say gas, so that's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, anyways, you might be confused what we are talking about. Let me just clarify. So, what we have to do in gas is just do any activity pertaining to any of the three aspects. So, any activity that falls under creativity, activity, or service. You could do creativity, which could literally be anything like knitting or just painting, or anything creative. Activity is in projects, clubs, sports, and service, just volunteering and helping the community. And just to elaborate, some kind of stuff we might be able to do include, Arya, some help?
Sure, Akriti. ULANS offers varieties of sports for students such as badminton, swimming, archery, tennis, basketball, football, gymnastics, wushu, table tennis, and adventurous activities such as hiking, wall climbing, and also like volunteering activities, events, hobbies, and many more. And also, ULANS offers fantastic clubs for students such as street art club, cooking club, interact club, eco club, photography club, and many, many more. I can't name more. There are so many. And also, we have prom and project week. My favorite club was a street art club, not gonna lie. Also, do you remember Spirit Week? Super fun week, right?
Oh yeah, Spirit Week. Wasn't that a week where like each day you had to turn up as something new, or there was a theme for each day or something?
I also don't remember much, but what I could remember is in that week we had Twins Day, Pajama Day, Mismatch Day, I think, and lot more other activities. I really enjoyed that week.
Yeah, I don't actually remember dressing up. I mean, I remember pajama day, and for mismatch, I had two different colors of shoelaces, but that's it. But anyways, it was kind of interesting. Yeah, I need to recall that. Oh, how could I forget?
Don't you remember me and one of my friends dressed up in Twins Day, and like I wore a like oversized sweater, like it was like oversized because my size is like I am extra small, and she looked like it fitted her, but my size was too much. Don't you remember that day?
Wait, you twinned up with someone on. Wait, let me think. Just a second. I have to remember this. Wait. Oh, wait. That purple sweater that you guys wore, and it looked so oversized on you that it actually drooped from your shoulders.
Yeah, yeah, and I looked so stupid.
Oh, how could I forget that? Oh my god, it was so fun.
Yeah. And also, each year the school hosts a spring fest, which is super super fun. There are even super fun events going around, and there will be a lot of spectacular performance from our friends, and delicious food stalls, and fabulous small shops for shopping.
Yeah, that was such a great day. We had so much fun that day. And I mean, that couldn't have been all we did under gas. What else did we have?
We're supposed to have project week, and like project week is something like very like fun, one of the best activities in that IB hosts as well, I guess. But yeah, basically we had to go to a village and we had to help them, but unfortunately due to corona we did not have project week, so I don't remember. I don't know about it a lot. Do you know anything about it?
I mean, of course I do. This was such a highly anticipated project. I mean, it usually happens that we just go to a remote village in Nepal and help them. It's basically painting around walls and then helping them with, menial things. I'm not exactly sure what. I just know they painted walls because of the photos. And well, every senior posted that project week was one of the best experiences of IB. And I am just so sad, so disheartened that I didn't get to be a part of it. But oh well,
Yeah.
whatever.
But I'm like glad like it was cancelled because I don't think so, like no, let's don't mention it.
Wait, I mean, I want to know why are you glad it was cancelled? I mean, if it is because of Corona, I understand. But literally, I am curious. I know they had that ugly red t-shirts. Is that why you're glad?
No, let's don't mention it.
Ugh, fine. I'm gonna get it out of you somehow, someday. But okay, is there anything we missed about Project Week?
Yeah, I think that's all.
Okay. Whatever. Was there anything else? I just want to get ahead of this memory and just think about something nice.
I don't know. Do you remember any of the other activities we had in IB?
Okay, so let me think. We talked about project. Which is that? We talked about gas. Oh wait, we did. We talked about gas, but we forgot gas finals.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, gas finals. Oh my god, it happened at the end of every semester, and there were performances, presentations, demonstrations, and so many people sang. And
Yeah, I do. I do remember. It is like I would like to dedicate one song to Cass. It's like I hate you, I love you. Yeah, that song. I don't remember the song.
oh yeah, that song is
So,
so
Hewlins
famous.
offers
Yeah,
varieties
popular
of
in
subject
school.
which are organized into 6 groups. The first group is a language group. The language group includes English A and Nepali A, both language and literature. And the second group is also a language group, which is English B, Spanish ab initio, and French ab initio. The third group includes business, psychology, economics, ESS, and anthro. A side note, ULENS only offers ESS in standard level. And the fourth group is sciences, which includes computer, biology, physics, chemistry, and ESS as well. And the fifth group is the Math AA and AI, and ULENS offers both in standard and higher level. And the last group is Group 6, but I don't remember much about it. Do you remember what were included in Group 6 subjects?
Yeah, sure. I clearly remember the group 6 subjects because I was so interested in taking them, but at the same time, I didn't want to because I heard it's gonna be a lot of work. So, ULENS offers 3 group 6 subjects: visual arts, theater, and film. And I think they were offered in both SL and HLs. There are many other group 6 subjects offered by the IB that just depends on which school you go to. Perhaps the best thing about these subjects was that you didn't have to take any, formal final exams if you took these subjects. So that was nice.
Yeah, woohoo, but heck, lot of work.
Yeah, that's true. So what happens is that all group 6 students are judged on the basis of projects completed throughout the years, and I think in most cases one final project. And I have to mention that some of these projects are internally graded by the teacher and then moderated from an international level. But yeah, some of them are just external and just submitted directly to an international grader, I guess. For visual arts, students are primarily judged by exhibitions, comparative studies of different artworks, and process portfolios, which is basically recording everything you do in a project. For theater, they're primarily judged by their director's notebook. I'm not sure what goes on in the notebook. I personally didn't take theater in IB, so anyone who's willing to take up theater in IB might have to look for more information in the internet, as I'm not really well aware about all the assessments and everything that goes on within these group 6 subjects. And solo theater performance, collaborative project, which is when they all team up, all students team up to give one performance, and research presentations.
Oh my god, too much of work I can't handle.
Yeah, theater sounds like a lot of work, even more than visual arts. Anyways, moving on. Film is judged by textual analysis, and this is something I heard a lot in IB. But basically, you compare two different texts and extracts and then just analyze it. And I guess there would be an extract from a film and, I don't know, an annotation. They would just analyze that. And there's another film portfolio that would be graded for film, which is basically like VA, but yeah, just recording whatever they do, maybe a filmmaking exercises and such. And also, there is one last thing for HLs in film that is recorded and graded. That is the collaborative film project, which is just people, all students from film, just work together and produce a film.
Yeah, people say like Group 6 subject is actually easy, but it's like really, really hard, in my opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree with your opinion. Group 6 subjects are just so hard. And, well, you can try all you want, but getting a 7 in Group 6 is way harder than getting a 7 in almost any subject offered by the IB. Just talking about my whole experience, they as in everyone I've heard of on Reddit, on social media, seniors, and everyone, they say IB is hard and everything, and it kind of is. But I actually had a great time both online and physical. I did work a bit harder in the last 3 months, but anyways, I kind of feel like I've forgotten so many things though. These last 2 years just feel like a decade. But honestly, they felt like a decade, but then again, it feels like I only attended 1 year instead of two, and maybe that's because of the shift from physical to online. But I mean, it's just so weird, and I know I'm done with IB and I've graduated, but it doesn't feel like I've graduated. I don't know. It's just super confusing. How was your IB experience?
Personally, I really loved IB. IB was like super fun. We had so many activities going around, and also I completed my work on time. Not to boast, I think I managed my time well. I had a time management skill, I would say, and it's a worthy experience, I would say. What else did we do in IB? Like there were like so many things going around. Do you remember any other activities we did? We had.
We talked about so many things. I don't know if I can remember anymore. Wait, let me just think. Well, while I'm thinking, let me. Okay, I want to make a comment on the things that you said earlier. Your time management was so good. I don't know how you never missed a single deadline. I personally have missed so many deadlines throughout IB, and I'm just talking about year one too. How could you even manage that? I'm just so surprised.
Yeah, obviously I missed some of the deadlines, but I think I had some motivation to go on and do the work. So I think that's why I think I was able to manage my time. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, whatever. I don't care. I'm just done with IB. I'm happy. And oh, wait, I remember. We had pre-IB. You remember there was this orientation about what we were supposed to do, where we were supposed to go, how we were supposed to select our subjects, and there was this. Every teacher gave a lecture about why to choose their subject or why not to. And then there were short hikes, wall climbing, and oh my god, I forgot.
Remember any of those stuff because I missed pre IB.
Oh yeah, you weren't there in pre-IB. That's why you don't remember. I don't remember not seeing you there. That's so weird. Well, yeah. Anyways, there was this get to know everyone bingo, and everyone was handed a sheet of paper and then just try to tick it off. The bingo, I don't know, slots were like this. I mean, who can whistle the loudest? Honestly, that's the only thing I can remember because I actually just ticked it off when I can't even whistle loudly. The loudest I can do is literally just this. Oh wow. Yeah, this is literally it. And yeah, turns out I didn't have to do it in front of people, and there was another person who could whistle really loudly, so I'm just glad nobody got bingo on the one, where I'd said that, I can whistle loudly. So that was fun.
Glad I was not there because I cannot whistle.
Well, that was just one part, but I actually don't remember what the others were. I think one was went on a blind date, and
Blind date?
yeah, I think.
What did he do? What did they do? Sorry.
Well, it was just people running off to see if anyone had been on a blind date, and
Oh.
yeah, there were a couple of others. I don't know, played soccer, basketball, something like that. Just general stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and also there was this animal theater performance. Check, please. Remember?
Oh my god, that was the one of the best performances.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I could describe it, but I just don't know how. You had to be there to understand it.
Yeah, it's the best performance. Sadly, it's not out in YouTube or anything.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty and the curse of theater performances.
Yeah.
What else was there? Oh, there were also bake sales or just clubs like Interact in Sangalo, just selling food. And the campus store also sold food.
Now I feel old, like really old. Delicious food campus store like kimbap, momos. Who does not love a good food, right?
It was run by 6, 7 people, and I just know when the lunch was bad, people just used to run off to campus store or any other club that was selling food and didn't just go off and buy and eat it.
Honestly, I would rather eat momo than eat Manchurian. Like the Manchurian was the worst.
Well, I mean, the Manchurian actually used to be good, but I don't know. I mean, some people actually prefer it, so.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you're right.
I think the campus store. I mean, all the funds they collected was to be used for the project week, but since we
And
didn't
we
have
did
it,
not have one.
yeah, we did not have project week, and I think they just donated all the money they collected to buy masks for people in need, and that was really a good initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess it all worked out for the better or something. And I think the same happened to the funds collected in Springfest too, no?
Yeah. They donated, to needy places, I guess. I don't remember what happened, but
I think
they
they gave it to people on the India-Nepal border, and there was this whole chaos of how Nepalese people or Nepali people in the India-Nepal border couldn't come through because they were not tested, and it was just a really bad environment. And I think they donated it there.
I don't know much about it, but I guess.
Yeah, I think. Oh, and obviously the graduation. I honestly would not have been surprised if we didn't have a graduation or if we just had a virtual graduation. But thankfully we had both, virtual and physical, so that was fun. I mean, we got a diploma.
I was separated from you guys. Like, that was the worst part of my graduation. I was alone, no one was there. Like, my face was literally, I was in distraught.
I mean, I don't understand how you were the only person from our friend circle, at least, who didn't get the same time slot. And I personally think it's because, I think you do too, but anyways, one of our friends, the person who loves Manchurians, school Manchurian, she hadn't selected a time slot, right? And she got our, I mean, sh- her time slot matched ours, but you got separated. That's, I don't even know what to say.
Maybe. Or it's like basically school's fault, I would say.
Well, anyways, I'm just thankful that I had a graduation. And I was honestly thinking, I wouldn't have been surprised if there was no graduation. I might have expected just a virtual one, but I'm just glad they did like both. Virtual one with all the speeches and the physical one with the cap and gown.
But honestly, I would prefer online graduation because there would be everyone, not the people I don't know I'm with. So, yeah, I would prefer online. But it's over, and we're done with it. Fine.
Yeah, it's kind of eerie though. I just met up with like what 10, 15 students from our batch, and I'm not okay. I'm not trying to say anything or hint at anything right now, but then it's just the truth. Okay, I might not see more than half of them in the future, and it would have been just nice to see every one of them like one last time.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Huh. Oh my god, we've just ranted on about Ivy and our experiences, and I'm falling into nostalgia. If we just keep on going on about this, I don't know when I'm gonna end up, just stop talking.
Yeah, we could go on for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, that's true. I think I'm done for today. I think that's it for this episode. And whatever else. Yeah, I think we'll just have to pour it out into another episode. Don't want to make this like 1 hour long.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, well, I think, yeah, well, coming to this conclusion, this is where we're gonna end our episode for today. Thank you so much for listening to our rants, and hopefully we departed a bit of information about IB. And anyways, whatever we've missed, we'll just cover it in the next episode.
The next episode would be more detailed discussion about what we did in IB, basically our detailed experiences. Yeah, so that's all
Bye!
for now.